You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
And tell.
Bring your baby. Take those performance and pay me.
Oh, that's I'm cutting that out.
That's still the cash.
Yo, how do you feel about that though, man? Has anybody asked you that yet? And if not, I don't care. I'm asking you anyway. How do you feel about, like being clowned because you're battling foots?
Yeah, we can't rap. We niggas can't get
I don't pay
prepared
no
for this.
attention to it.
You don't pay no attention to it. Nah. No disrespect in any way.
Nah, man, no disrespect. You can't
They gonna
disrespect
go
me
out right there.
for keeping the game going. How you gonna
I told
disrespect
that
me
nigga
for
what I was
keeping
gonna
the
do
game
when I seen him.
That's all I'm doing is keeping the game going. And if you think Foots is not a formidable opponent, you tripping.
You're not in touch.
You're not in touch with the game.
You're not in touch.
I ain't gonna lie, they was there at one point.
You're not in touch.
Yeah, you saying?
Bro, there are no big kills to come back to if the culture don't get pushed forward. Who's gonna be responsible for niggas to come back and get big checks if there's no culture? Bro, COVID happened. It was the only thing in town. It was only URL. There was no other thing throwing events, right? If that nigga don't battle, however many times he battled, whose profile gets
facts,
increased?
we definitely can.
How many cars do you sell?
The scene
You need
alive
the
during
high
COVID.
profile, active niggas to be active. That's the beauty of being active. Is being active. You can't come. There's no platform. There's no expansion of the platform for you to be able to reap the benefit of sitting out and then coming back if you don't have niggas active. So the niggas that benefit from that have no room to criticize the niggas who create the opportunity. Simple as that. It don't exist if they don't do that, it don't exist. The opportunity doesn't exist. So how are you then using that as a means to criticize a nigga when it don't exist without the nigga? It doesn't. Think about this. When niggas was sitting out, no offense to nobody, and that's the thing. Let me get straight. I'm not knocking niggas for sitting out. I'm knocking niggas that sit out for making fun of or using that as a crutch to not battle the active niggas. They can sit out. By all means, they earn the right. Them niggas is pioneers, man. I'm not taking nothing away from the niggas. But I'm not gonna sit back and just let them take nothing away from the niggas that give us the checks. No, I got my biggest payday ever because of him. I got my biggest opportunity ever because of him. If there was no him, there would have been no me. No Summer Madness for me. Now I have the opportunity to battle on the next Summer Madness and potentially be a headliner at some point because
That's what I
he
was just
battled for
saying
me.
about the niggas
He
like Clips
created
and Rock.
he
Niggas
created
say
a
shit
stance where somebody else could be a headliner. If the headliners don't battle niggas who aren't headliners, you can't create new headliners in order for these niggas who sit out to come back and make headlines. It don't matter. How would he get to the place where he was at if he didn't battle big names? Somebody had to battle him that wasn't supposed to battle him. At some point, it looked crazy. Somebody battled him. It was like, man, why the fuck Tay Rock battle him on? Why Top battle him on? Why you don't got to battle him? That shit kind of crazy. Why Sean battle him on? No. At some point, and I'm not saying that those particular instances, but at some point it didn't make sense. At some point it didn't make sense.
And because of that, we have him.
And then guess what? and then guess what he does? I'm talking about the craziest shit in the world.
Yeah.
The craziest shit in the world. Guess what he does? The same thing that was done for him. Oh my fucking
Paying
goodness.
it forward.
And we're criticizing him for that? How? That's my problem. I don't have no problem with niggas earn it. They earned it. Your big checks and your the level of circulation, the level of traction that you get we want that.
Can you compare, because we're talking about Lux, right? So can we compare Lux to Floyd Mayweather, where they say Floyd picks and chooses who he wants to battle?
Because I'm gonna keep it 100.
I mean, who he wants to fight.
Floyd had 50 fights.
Right.
He's got 12.
He what?
Lux has 12.
Oh.
Look, Floyd, like, niggas can say whatever they want about Floyd. Floyd was smart. Floyd prioritized longevity and his health. He said, I don't have to have Parkinson's in order to be the best fighter. The level of intensity and discipline it takes to work out year round and stay in shape when you're only fighting once a year and be in peak form is insane. But he understood that was his money. But he wasn't going to do it in the typical fashion of getting out there, standing toe-to-toe and taking damage. He's gonna do enough to win every fight, risk getting beat up, while preserving his legacy and his next bag, without having to stutter when he retired.
The good thing about battle rap is that
It don't have all that, right. You don't have to work. But, and see, think about that. Think about that. Some of these niggas value, and I'm not talking about Lux in particular, but it does apply to him. Their value is in them being sparse, them not being available. If he battled as much as he battled, we start seeing some kings.
Say that again.
If he battled as much as he battled, we see some kings.
If Lux battled
As much as he
as
battled.
much as Rum Nitty
He
battled,
battled on Summer Madness and then battled
you
Jazz.
would see Lux get killed more.
They got killed. They slashed few foot. And then,
Yeah,
like,
more.
see, I'm gonna sound like
Yeah,
I'm tearing.
more, 'cause he done got
Let me
killed
say that.
already.
I'm not gonna tear him because I'm not, bro. Listen, I'm not. I know what the conversation gonna say. Ace can't be the one to have this conversation. This is the problem. My problem with that is that fans can't criticize a low level rapper for criticizing other rappers because I'm a rapper. So if you can criticize me, I can criticize him. Simple as that. But I'm saying I'm not here to tear him down. I'm here to build him. I don't care about. I'm not trying to like Lux is Lux, Mook is Mook. These are the niggas. Like we not disputing. Rex is right. We not disputing what these niggas have done. I'm saying that this argument that your stock, bro. First off, it's a content.
One thing about Rex, he come out, he just battled
another
a
outside
16-year-old boy.
He's outside
not
nigga.
too
The
long
check
ago.
right, Rex right. You know what I'm saying? Right, the Rex there. I'm
Rex
saying
a
that.
real,
I'm
real
just saying a legend. I'm just
He's a real
saying.
legend.
You see, and then say, you know, he said not me.
He
I'm
said
just,
Rex is a real legend.
outside. Rex get shot. Rex outside.
Every
Rex be outside.
era.
So I'm saying that
Every era.
I'm saying that simply to say, bro, you can't use that. These niggas, there are no. If niggas aren't here continually pushing the culture forward, there is no opportunity to come back and get a big payday. The niggas that don't battle a lot, you can't criticize the niggas that do battle a lot because they're the reason why you can get it. You can't. You can say whatever you want. I'm gonna say that. It just doesn't make it. It's nonsensical. It's nonsensical. It's like literally criticizing the dam that creates the opportunity for you to be able to get more fish at a certain time of the year. It's like, man, you're a fisherman. You only come out every now and then, but in order for you to get peak season, there has to be a down season. But that's created by the ebb and flow of the fish that you are gonna benefit from when you decide you're coming out there. Simple as that. That's the thing. I just don't like. Nah, you're not gonna criticize like this nigga. It's bro. Before I battle this nigga, 93% of the world, the battle rap on the LTBR post said that this nigga's the greatest battle in the world currently. Bro, there's no way that 93% of the fans in the world, people voted on that, fans, media, other rappers alike. Every rapper you hear says he's the GOAT. The great, well, I feel, you know, that's my guy, both my guys. The 1A and the 1B in terms of currently, for me, Twerk, he says he's the best ever. And he will not hear an argument about it. I feel like he's the best ever. And I'm saying that to say, like, bro, like, you can't tear that man down. You can't tear his legacy. You can't tear Danny down. You can't tear none of these active niggas. You can't tear that. You can't tear Tay-Rock down. Niggas like Tay-Rock is applying his craft. Yo, it's
And
crazy.
it's not like they active and getting their ass whooped either.
No, let me say
Some
this,
niggas can be active and
bro,
get their
there
ass
was a
whooped
time
a lot.
period, bro. I'm really, you know, I'm a student of this shit. There was a time period, and I'm not gonna ask anybody to agree with me. There was a time period where Tay-Rock's pen was noticeably getting a little bit weaker. I swear to God, Tay-Rock went through like a renaissance period where I think he just went in the lab, studied, watched shit. His shit, bro, he's better now than he's ever been in his career. Like right now.
That's a fact.
Bro, right now, Tay-Rock being as active as he is giving the best overall 3-round performances that he's ever given in his career. You know why he's getting those opportunities to get better? Because he's in the fire. You can't figure out what you need to work on when you're only battling once a year. You can't figure out what's common day and what works and what doesn't work when you only battle once a year. That's a nigga that could just battle once a year. His draw's big enough, his name's big enough. I say draws, that was Trey. His draw is big enough, not draws. His draw is big enough.
But let's say, go back to boxing, right? A boxer can't fight once a year without sparring. He still got to spar.
He gotta stay sharp.
Right.
He
So
gotta stay sharp. He
in
gotta
order
be
to
aggressive
stay
with his
sharp,
opponents.
you got to spar.
And so I'm not saying these niggas don't rap. I'm not saying, but getting in front of an audience and doing what we do for 9 minutes is way different than just putting bars on paper, just going in the booth, even battling on the street corner, battling in front of your friends, battling in front of a small audience. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't like the narrative that was created. That's it. Like I'm not, and like I said, it's not to tear nobody down. I'm really not.
Even I felt a type of way when I saw him say, you know, and I fuck with Lux, but when I saw him, you know, like criticize Nitty for battling Foots, it's like,
Bro, you
I
Bro,
can't go with that one.
Foots will never ever be able to have the opportunity to be a headliner if he doesn't battle headliner.
And Nitty wouldn't be a headliner if he didn't
have the
was,
opportunity to give him. So let me say this. Another thing. I said this on J Black, and I said this, and I'm gonna say it here because I said it. If we like actually weight impact, bro, and niggas hate me for this, they can say whatever they want. Nitty is the more impactful battle rapper. There are more people that imitate Nitty than imitate any other battle. The common form of battle rap being is punch heavy literally changed in 2016 when he battled Ab. Nitty has more classic battles. Nitty has more platinum battles. Nitty has more, and there are more little Rums running around than there are little Luxes. And it sounds hypocritical because niggas always want to compare us. I'm not even gonna make this about me because I can break down film and show you that how we don't do nothing alike other than tempo, and we're both like verbose, like we use a lot of words. But in terms of how we actually rap, me and him don't rap nothing alike. So niggas say, well, you're influenced by I am, and I've said that before. I'm a fan of Lux, but I've been rapping since 1998. I knew who Lux was in 2006. I never saw Lux rap until 2006. I've been rapping since 98. So for a nigga to say like, I was in prison for 10 years, I didn't see nothing up until like between these two, like, yeah, bro, nah, I might like him, but I'm not like, so, but in terms of impact, more platinum battles, more URL battles, more main events, more, like, he's done more than.
Well said, young fella.
48, he got 48 URL battles to 4 for Lux. In the Caffeine era, he got 20 battles. Lux has 2. And I just listed the sheets out per. I said the stats on the show, and I said if you didn't know who was who, I didn't say no names. I just listed the stats, and I said if you had to pick who was the more impactful battle, who would it be? And everyone unanimously 100% picked the stats that were his. And then the odd test, like I said, that it's not like, and I said it's not to tear nobody down. It's just don't tear nobody down. Not from that aspect. If you want to talk about you beating it, you better than it, that's all that I can't dispute that. And I'm not even here to say he's better than. Like in his face, I can say I'm not saying that he's better than Lux. I'm saying that he has earned the right to be able to do whatever he wants in this sport, more so than that nigga. Bro, if we keep it 100, he's created more opportunity than that nigga. He's created more stars than that nigga. He's ushered in more styles than that nigga. He's created more highlights than that nigga. If you go and watch a compilation on YouTube and see who has more highlights, it's that nigga because he's more active, just by attrition, just numbers.
Facts.
That nigga, and not just him. It's 20 other niggas. Chess got more influence. Chess has more highlights. Chess has more activity. Chess has been more revolutionary. He's more copied. I can name a lot of them. And Twerk, there's a bunch of little twerks running around. We didn't get to the homie yet. I'm gonna sound biased because that's the dog. But I'm saying all that to say, man, it's not like you can't discredit homie. You can't discredit. You can't use that as like, I mean, you can say whatever. Man. It just doesn't. It rings extremely disingenuous to me when you say you use those reasons for why you don't battle a nigga or why you view a nigga as his stock.
And let's not.
He made more money than him. Like,
let's not forget, man. Foots is on fire right now. So Foots is incredible. So
Wild and Foots. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to Foot, but Foot's will tell you like his influences. That's another one. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like so I'm gonna say it again. I'm not knocking Lux. I am a fan of Lux. I think that Lux is one of the dopest ever to pick a microphone up ever, bar none, bar no class, bar no type of rap. He's one of the greatest ever in terms of raw skill. But when you compare him to Rum, I think it's tangible. It's tantamount to the comparison of Andre 3000 and Jay-Z. Andre 3000 is immensely talented, and bar for bar, skill for skill, you can make the argument that he's better than Jay-Z. But his body of work does not even come close. In solo work, come close to comparing to what Jay-Z has done. Rum is Jay-Z. Lux is Andre 3000.
So needless to say, I'm gonna use the word need. Does Lux need to come outside and battle some of these up and coming guys to prove? No. Okay. So there's
that's not my argument. I'm not saying.
Okay. No. I'm saying that's your argument. That's what I'm asking you.
I'm gonna say no. I'm not saying that he needs to be active in order to. He don't got shit to prove.
And he's done everything right.
Prove.
But if you're
can't
gonna
talk down to the niggas that are actively proving they're the best.
Got you.
You can't talk down to the Warriors. Them niggas is in the ring. You're on the sideline. I could do that. I'll be whooping niggas. I could do that. Nah, that ain't nothing. All right, do it. Or don't say it. Nobody want to hear that shit. And I'm the wrong messenger. I know that. Who the fuck? He just got one summer, man. He feel like I always talk like this. And if you don't
you're
like
a
my
student of the game, and
not
that's
only
what
that,
makes
I'm
it.
in the game. No freaky. Like, I know this shit. I can talk crazy. I can really don't have to be humble about how I talk about my dog. I can really talk shit, bro. That nigga done made way more money. How much money you done made out of this shit? The nigga done made 5 times as much money as this nigga. You can't have 12 bags. This nigga's expensive. That nigga's not no cheap battle, bro. That shit costs money. When they booked this, that's why he didn't have an unannounced battle on Summer Madness. Because he costs a lot of money, so they need to recoup that. We're gonna announce him, we're gonna use some of this profile that he's created for himself by having these excellent performances, and we're gonna announce his battle so that more people that weren't gonna buy it, when they see his name, they're gonna buy it. You know why? Because that nigga is expensive. If he wasn't expensive, they would have just kept that shit a secret. We'd just been on stage rapping. He's expensive. And you times that, 20 caffeine appearances. How much money that nigga made in caffeine era? I'm not counting his pockets, I'm just saying, if we talking, I don't have to be humble, we can talk. I can say, he's not saying, I'm saying. 20 caffeine appearances plus $150,000 split in one night. He made more money than you, good brother. He done pulled more money out of this shit. He got more statistics in this shit. He's more active in this shit. His shit that you write down on paper will be good. I grab the nose, I'm running. I grab the nose runner, I'm coming down. Something will be, if you write that down, will be good in 2060. In 2060, that is a flawlessly written bar. How many of those? Let's see. How many of those right there? That bar right there.
That's
How many do we got?
maybe another
How many?
1,000.
How many do Lux got?
Oh, I don't know. Oof.
How many of them bars do we got?
I don't know.
Take the eye of me. He ain't saying it, I'm saying it. Because he not going to say it. That's not him. I'll say it. But don't talk. And I say that it's not just him. I say the same shit about Twitter. Don't talk about the niggas that carry the torch. That's my problem. Don't talk about ad. Don't talk about none of these niggas that have revolutionized the sport and made this shit into what it is. The niggas that carry this shit and got us these big, don't make it in, don't you dare from your perch criticize these niggas. No, you don't get to do that. I mean, you can, my bad. You have earned the right to do that. But when you see how much pushback that shit got? I ain't alone in the sentiment. You see how many niggas was like, yo, shut the fuck up.
I'm
Bro,
not saying shut the fuck up, but even
I've never seen
say, like,
niggas
we
talk
can't
to Lux
talk
the way
like
they was
that.
talking to Lux, bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen niggas tell Lux, yo, shut your old ass. Never. Usually it's, oh man, it's Lux. It was more niggas, fans, like, yeah, what the fuck is he talking about? Than I've ever seen in my life. That tells you something. Niggas be out of touch. They don't really know. They don't got their finger on the pulse of the game, so they don't really know how this shit shaped. Oh, freak. They don't know it. He found out. He fucked around and found out. You feel me? So, like, once again, like, I said, it's not to tear nobody down. I swear to God, that's not my goal here. My goal is to shed light on the fact that while I'm not trying to tear you down, as a person that speaks as a curator of a person that's really like that cares about this culture, you don't get to tear down the niggas that have contributed more to this culture than you. You don't. I'm sorry. You've earned your status. You've earned your rank. You've earned the adulation that you get from all these fans everywhere. You've earned it. None of that shit was given. You earned it. Every performance that bro, let mind you, this nigga's legendary. This nigga has had some of the best. He's revolutionized this sport. But his inactivity when talking to a nigga that is 4 times as active as you cannot use that as a talking point. You can't. And he's a revolutionary. Thank you for everything you've done. But don't ever disrespect that man's legacy again, ever. Talking about some nigga stock. Nigga, where's your stock? You talking about stock. Your last battle we just seen, you got smoked. You died and was complaining about being tired. You was yawning on stage. Dying. Your second time outside of New York, you died. Died. You the Gotti Mook battle don't happen. The Mook battle was revenge. They had to avenge you, nigga. Mook and them avenged this nigga. They literally resurrected this nigga that night for homecoming and jumped Gotti. In retribution for that nigga Gotti blowing his brains out on that stage in California. He smoked that nigga, bro. He smoked that nigga. In front of Drake. You could have transcended the sport. You Lux.
Drake?
Not Drake. Drake. You died like that?
Here's what
Yeah, bro. So let me be clear. The reason why I'm biased and I'm so passionate, the man changed my. Bro, I don't know if you. Bro, I got on stage. I was in tears.
I didn't see the tape.
Yeah, I didn't let it be seen too much. I hugged Dan while we got off. I hugged Rita. I was in tears when I got on stage. I'm mad. But it hit me at that moment, like, bro. And that shit wouldn't have happened if not for him. It wouldn't have happened if not for him. I will never sit back and let nobody talk bad about that man. Ever. Battle rap otherwise. The nigga's a solid nigga, period.
He aight.
Alright. But you ain't gonna talk bad about him though.
He
You
aight.
ain't gonna talk bad about
He
him.
aight is
that's
talking
not,
bad,
that's
ain't
not
it?
talking bad. You're not
I'm
gonna talk bad
fucking
about him. I know.
Can never say nothing bad
You're not
about
gonna-
rum.
Ever. Not in front of me.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.